Yeah, because self-inquiry is all there is. At the moment of consciousness, there is a consciousness striving for that perfection it just left. Because consciousness already is imperfect. Because consciousness has to be conscious to be consciousness. This self, as consciousness, already in this imperfection, is striving for perfection, going back to that what is source. So whatever is done in consciousness is for this reason, for the longing to become that again what one is.
So self-inquiry is like a reminder? It's not like a technique for you?
No, no. So this self-inquiry is without expectation. It's only self-inquiry, but without any expectation of any result. That is pure consciousness as awareness. Total self-inquiry, but not expecting to get anything out of it, any knowledge or anything. Simply as self-realization. So there is no goal in it. There's simply self-inquiry, but without any goal.
And could you say how to conduct it? What are the steps?
Whatever step you have done was leading to that moment right now and here, and that's that's what his self wanted from you to do as consciousness. And the next step will be done by that consciousness too, in the very right direction, always forward to the self, and there's no way out. One day this will totally be still in itself, and it will simply drop out of that what is the illusion of time and no time, and that what is consciousness, but not by any step. Simply because it's simply totally still in itself. Then it's resting in itself again. As a spider sets down again and withdraws this net, and is again that what is the very self. But not what all the steps in this web are always leading to that what is a spider. But the spider has to be being totally still, being that what is self. And only this stillness of the self. But this cannot be done by any step. Because that one who is walking stops totally in that, actually seeing that there is no way to go, there is no self to reach. And this stopping is not any action. This is simply the absolute seeing, hey, that's all, just stop. But that can only the self can do, this total stop of acceptance. This resignation can only be done by the self. It's a resigning from the idea to gain something out of the world. It's a total resigning or resignation in that what you are. And then you see that what you are as complete as it is, and always will be, and always was. But then all the steps are okay. They're all done by the self, to the self. But no step will lead you to that what is the self. So the self who simply stops totally in itself, simply is realizing his completeness. That's all. But not by any step.